Hello and welcome to Talar's Tarot, and today I'll be doing a When Talar's Away the Cards Will Play video. Okay, so this is for anyone who watches this from at any time, from anywhere across the globe. I will mention the decks I use. I'll also mention when it is important for you to use your own intuition, and with that, let's get started. So as you see, the first deck I'm using is cards. A select few of Cards Against Humanities. Interestingly enough, first card that came out pointing towards the left, which means to me as a reader, this indicates that this happened in the past or this is happening super slowly. Now, what does it say? It says a mating display. A mating display. So this happened in the past. Now, next you have seeing grandma naked. Okay. Nickelback, which is a Canadian band, walking into a glass door. I mean, exactly what you'd expect. Okay. A time travel paradox. And then we have a live studio audience. Following the pirate's life. About drinking alone. Yep, about drinking alone. The benefits or the disadvantages of drinking alone. All right. So we start off with a mating display, right, pointing towards the left. So this is, this might be something that you are doing, or this might be something that you did. You or someone you're dealing with did, and I'm getting that it got mixed reviews because okay, so a mating display is something that animals do to entice the opposite sex to, to make babies with them. Now, as I said, so you did this or someone else did this, and it had the opposite effect because the next card is seeing grandma naked, right? Now, what would seeing someone naked what type of effect will that have on generally anybody? Generally, depending on the age group and whatnot, it should be self-explanatory. But in this case, seeing grandma naked is kind of like, I don't want to see that. It's kind of gross, right? It's kind of gross. Now, so it had the opposite effect. And so I'm thinking that the next logical step would be to invite them to something that interests them. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to be Nickelback. I'm just saying like a band, like something that interests them. Are they interested in how do I say? Are they interested in watching a show? Are they interested in watching a movie? Are they interested in chatting? Are they interested in coffee? What are they interested in? Find out what that is and then go for that. Right. Next is walking into a glass door. I feel like if you don't do your research well, it will be like walking into a glass door or like flying into a glass door. Because I got the bird imagery of like flying into glass doors or flying into windows and hitting yourself very hard. Now the next card being exactly what you think. No, exactly what you'd expect. Now, if it were exactly what you would expect, if you were walking into glass doors, you are going to hurt yourself. Not only are you going to hurt yourself, so this might be a physical pain, which would happen with walking into a glass door, or as a psychological pain, as in walking into the imaginary glass door that is social social constructs, right? Now, the next is a time travel paradox. Now, a time travel paradox, I'm not quite certain what that, like, I feel it's like you do something, but something else comes out of it, which is kind of negative for what you first intended to do, I think. Don't quote me on that. But whatever it is, what I'm getting from this is that it's going to backfire pretty quickly, right? Time travel paradox, or that you're going in a loop. So you're walking into a glass door, it's going to be exactly what you would expect, which is hurt, full pain, or mental pain, and that is going to create this paradox, which is going to continue to reproduce itself until you learn the lesson. Then you have a live studio audience, which would indicate to me that this is going to be playing out in front of people. So I feel like this is in regards to your friends, like people who know you. So if people who know you are seeing you continually recreate the same cycle again and again, I mean, it's not going to be great, or it's going to be quite like disheartening to the people around you. It's going to be quite disheartening to yourself, because what you want to create in your reality is not being created. You're actually creating more issues, more troubles, and whatnot. Now, the next card is the Pirate's Life. Now, see, recreating the same pattern. Okay, and as I said, you kind of, what's the word? You are going to, like, people are going to be disheartened with spending time with you. This is paradox. We're talking with possibilities. Okay, so people might not like the fact that you or someone you're dealing with is continuously recreating the same issues in their life, and they're not actually being able to get out of this negative cycle, right? That's what Pirate's Life does. That is what I am seeing as a Pirate's Life. It's like you put yourself more and more in the hole, or more and more in this want of doing bad or something, because of I don't know what. So I'm just giving you an example. And then because of this, losing some of your friends, losing the ability to have people around you, or having people lose interest, is going to create a paradox of drinking alone, which is you drinking by yourself, which is something that pirates generally don't do, which might be kind of, I don't know what I said at the beginning, but I'm just saying that generally that's not what they do. They like hang out together, they stay in a little clique, is what I'm getting to. And what I say is that due to the fact that, it's a paradox, and so people, it's like you're the way I saw it is that you're continuously staying in the same cycle, right? And you're not actually learning from it. You're not actually finishing the cycle. You're staying in the same cycle. And due to that, people will start going away from your life, and this is not a word for word thing. This is a possibility. You have last say in your life all the time. So because of that, all right, because the fact that your friends are watching you and someone you're dealing with fall flat on their face, right? They might slowly but surely kind of distance themselves from you, and by distancing themselves, they are also, causing you to drink alone, or causing the person that you are getting farther from to drink alone. So, my gorgeous and fellow collective, this is all that I have for you guys today. If you like this and if you'd like me to go deeper into your specific situation, please contact me at the email in the box below, and it'll be my pleasure to assist. In that same box, you find a little description of this video and my price for private readings, as well as the email you can send donations to on PayPal if you feel so called. And with that being said, my gorgeous and fellow people, human beings, I wish you guys all a very good week, and I'll see you next time, okay? Bye!